Windy Bill here. Today we are doing a road trip up to Tehachapi. So the little red car is getting loaded up. Myself, Guppy, Erica, and Erica's mom. We're taking some documentations up to the museum up there. Museum's not open today, so we have an appointment at 1:30. Her stepfather had all sorts of documentations to land up there in Tehachapi, dating clear back to 1911. And he can trace his family lines all the way back to 1770 something. So we're going to take all the documentation up there so they can put a lot of it in the museum. So stick around, we're going to go for a ride. Yeah, Windy Bill here. We made it to our destination. We are in Tehachapi at 300 Green Street. 310 Green Street. And we are at the Tehachapi Heritage League Museum. It's in an old branch library. It's a nice cool day up here. Truth and courage up there on top. Yeah, this is right on Green Street, which is the downtown section of Tehachapi. We had a decent drive, kind of cruddy. Interstate 15 was pretty much bumper to bumper. We got on 58, then it opened up and not bad. Everybody's getting everybody out of the car. We got Erica, Mom, and of course Guppy. There's an airplane. Okay, this is where we're going now. Yeah.
Stop. Once is enough. Well, what do I do if I don't have signal? Would give him a call. He's probably.
I might have to try my phone.
Well, your phone's AT&T also.
Okay, Mr. White has came and opened up for us. We can turn over the documents. You got to disarm the alarm system and open up and let us in.
Yes,
Gorgeous day.
Beautiful day.
So I'm Charles.
I'm Corinne.
Corinne, nice to meet you.
This is my mother, Joan.
Hey, Joan.
And a good friend of the family, Bill.
I'm Bill.
And this is Guppy.
Hi there. I'm gonna get you to sign this.
Absolutely.
You could just sign for the whole group.
I will. Today is the 29th, 30th?
30th.
30th.
You know, this is another place that's a
From Pahrump.
Pahrump, Nevada.
place to bring family.
Pretty long drive.
Yeah, 4.5 hours. We got a really late start. Her parents didn't have her quite ready. And Bill was her babysitter during the day. So,
Let's see, I think there's room in the library. Let's see.
Okay, we're going to go in and lay everything out. Old insulators.
I did not. I went to Wells Elementary School for 6th grade and I graduated Jacobson Junior High 7th and 8th grade. And my stepbrother, Jonathan, also graduated 8th grade here. He just spent the 1 year with us. And Carl, my older brother, actually went to Tehachapi High School for his freshman year.
Yeah, I've only been here since 2000. I moved up from LA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we owned the 65 acres with the mountain with the T on it. The cemetery has most of the 7-acre ranch that we lived on. Yes.
Not a whole lot of room to sit here.
Oh, wow.
There's enough for us to do what we need to do. Hey, Guppy, you're gonna stand right here, okay?
And there's another chair there too.
All right. All right.
This light gets a little brighter.
Okay, that's all right.
How about I just scooch this one down there and I'll sit in this one next to Mr. White so he can see my
Well,
stuff. Here, I was gonna move this one around
oh, okay.
for you or Mom.
Okay, I'll take it. And Guppy can stand there. You've been sitting the whole trip.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing I noticed is on the wall they have a very small piece of that map you have.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Well, they'll be happy to acquire the whole thing. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we're always looking to add things to our archives.
Okay, so this
These cabinets are all full of documents and things that have been donated.
All right.
And some of these
Okay.
folders as well.
this starts the family history. And it's indexed, I guess, table of contents. And Harold and Margaret were Frank's parents, and she was married to Frank. He just died last year, 80 years old.
81.
No, he would have been 81. In
He was-
November.
He was like Teresa, just
Yeah.
didn't quite make it.
He would have been 81 that November, but he died in May, so he was 80.
Who put this together?
Frank's parents.
Oh, that's great.
Margaret and Harold, yes.
Yes. And so there's pictures. I mean, and they do detailed lists of children. There's one list.
Okay.
And they designate every generation with a number
Yeah.
so that it's easy to follow.
So, you and your husband moved from here to Pahrump?
Oh, no.
No, we moved from here down
To-
to Mission Hills.
No.
No, we moved.
Mom.
I'll shut up.
She else of Frank's generation is dead. Frank was the last of the 5 siblings to go. I don't know if you're interested in any of these documents, but this is, I believe this is all the documentation on the plot map for lot 89. And lot 89 is on this big map on Cherry Lane. And those documents, some of them trace the ownership all the way back to 1911. Careful, Mom, it's very fragile. And there's some still underneath coming done. Guppy, you need to get down off Pop-Pop's lap. This is too valuable for you to damage. Just set that over on the desk. Put that up over there.
Thank you, Guppy.
So I believe lot 89. Watch out, Mama. Is right over there. Guppy, please don't touch. So that's lot 89. It was 11.2 acres on Cherry Lane. It caused a rift in the family because Uncle Arnie thought that Frank stole it from Mom. But there's documentation proving that he paid her for it.
Yeah. That happens in families.
Yeah.
I guess he was saving up the money, and I'm the older brother, it should have been mine, kind of a thing. You're just the baby, and Mom liked you best, so, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff.
Okay, this is the big map that has all the property markings.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And then we have
Are
the
you guys going to be able to
documentation.
preserve it? I know it's starting to deteriorate a little bit.
Yeah, we actually.
Okay, we're filling out the deed of gift.
God bless you.
I have allergies.
I agree.
Yeah.
The wind, the way
I
it
do
blows
too.
up there, I know.
Yes. And when I go out in the wind, it makes my eyes water.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Definitely.
And we have plenty of wind here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably saw the wind turbines.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I've got a lot of books on Tehachapi, mostly on the railroad.
We had about twice as many books in here, and they went through them and decided things that didn't have anything to do with Tehachapi
Yeah.
we'd get rid of. So it'd be, just on Native Americans in general, there was no point in us keeping it.
Right, right.
But if it had something to do with our local tribe, they
Right.
kept it.
That's a good idea.
Because we just ran out of room.
Yeah, that happens really quick.
All right, Mama, go ahead and sign on the top line above my name.
Yes, I will.
Or move over if you think you're going to end up
Yeah, I
dropping
will.
down.
Yeah, I do a YouTube channel and it's strictly adventures and oddities. And Wendy Bill's Adventures and Oddities. And I do like the old ghost towns, old miners' cabins out in the middle of nowhere land.
Oh, I'll look that up. I don't watch television, but I'm always on YouTube.
Oh,
what's
same
your
here.
channel?
Wendy Bill's Adventures and Oddities.
Just a bit.
Okay. I'll look that up.
Write it down for him so that he's got it.
I'll let you
Because
write
he's
it
not
down.
going to remember. Okay, you tell it to me. It's
Wendy Bill. WINDYBILL apostrophe S. Adventures and Oddities.
Yeah, I sit there for hours just looking at YouTube.
okay. Spell oddities.
I can't.
Is it two D's?
DDITIES.
Okay. Yeah, I just did one on the remains of the housing unit over at George Air Force Base.
No. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, that's great.
Now, this is my mom's information. This is my phone number. Oh, I didn't put my email address.
And I did one on one of the old brothels where there's an airplane crash. All that's left is a sign and an airplane where they was doing an event where the guys would skydive with standard parachutes and try to land on a mattress at the airfield at the brothel. And whoever got the closest got the lady of their choice. Or a
this
cash
is all
prize.
my information, so I put my name up here as her daughter.
Okay.
Yes.
But I did have both brothers' approval.
Oh,
The
good.
David and Jonathan that I
Yeah.
showed you down there. They both said, "Yeah, you may
Yes.
turn the."
And they're your half brothers.
There's my stepbrothers.
Stepbrothers.
Yeah. Her first husband is my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So
David and Jonathan, just wonderful. It's really good.
yeah.
So they're old.
The pictures from Tehachapi. Got the schools,
It is, and it's a good way.
kids on stilts.
And we
And I did a video on the Tehachapi Loop. We're going to come up and do a really nice one.
didn't read and enjoy.
That day we did the video, we were on a weather restraint because it was threatening to snow on us. Tehachapi Fruit and Land Company. This is just a small piece of the map that was just donated. But see, all of Tehachapi used to be agriculture. Okay, the first stage line. Look at the old vacuum cleaners. Old classroom. Now here's all the electrical insulators that the power company used. A lot of glass ones from the old days. A lot of green glass, porcelain. There's a piece of wooden pipe, wire wrapped wooden pipe. Okay, I'm showing you a close-up of something. If you know what it is, mention it in the comments. Oh, and there's one of the old chalkboards for the kids. Now we got some doctor stuff. There's a picture of the Tehachapi Loop. Date nails that would have been used. The power companies and the railroad used date nails. Power companies put them in the poles. They'd have one nail for the date and one for the height. And they use these in the railroad ties to date them. Oh, we got a nice kitty cat down there. Bobcat having a chucker lunch. Got a gray fox. Coyote and a skunk. And a squirrel. Okay, there's the petrified mammoth femur that was found here in Tehachapi. And now we're like at 4,000, 5,000 feet, but yet we find shark teeth, seashells, snails, palm tree, all the wasps, beetles, bugs, butterflies. Oh, our collection of birds native to the area. Now we talk about rocks. All the different rocks. And the one thing Tehachapi does have is they have the right material for a cement company. And there was Monolith Cement Company, which is right now is kind of just not dismantled and not abandoned, but not using it. Kind of putting mothballs right now. Some of the big brands for the big cattle ranches here. All the horse equipment. You know, bring your family. Come see all this stuff. It is beautiful. Kids can learn something about history of the area. How important history is. I have kids nowadays that I talk to, and I ask them, where does the electricity come from? I don't know, out of a wall. Comes out of that plug. But how did it get there? Okay, Monolith Cement. 94 pounds. Okay, this little wagon cart a lot of times is used by doctors. A beautiful leather pillow. All this is so interesting. Now there's one unique oddity about from Bakersfield to Mojave on the railroad, up over the Tehachapi Loop. Amtrak is not allowed to run on these rails, except in dead of emergencies. When they can't have an alternate route to the south or the north, along the coast, out of the west, or up into the mountains, they may let them go through with one or two trains, but they are not allowed to run any regular scheduled route of trains because Tehachapi is such a long grade up and down, and it has such a very heavy freight traffic that the interference from the passenger would be just too much for the system to handle. And when I say interference, it used to be when Santa Fe, Southern Pacific, Union Pacific all had their own passenger trains. Those trains took priority over the freight. But once they shut down trains and the government decided to step in and make Amtrak, they no longer had priority. They don't have rights to these train tracks. These companies allow them to run the trains on them. Now, Tehachapi got hit by a large earthquake at one time, I think in the 20s or 30s. And it did you a lot of damage. Collection of salt and pepper shakers. That's cute. That would have been her mining claim. Ooh. Radium Queen. I'm going to have to research to where her mining was and everything about it. Okay, thank you for watching. Everybody have a great, great day. Kind of a strange little video, but we definitely wanted to document them getting the documents and everything about Tehachapi. So thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and everybody have a blessed day.